work-related stress can significantly impact men's mental health, often in ways that are under-recognized or underreported due to cultural expectations around masculinity. Here's a detailed account of how this stress manifests and its wide-ranging effects. Let's get into it. 1. Sources of work-related stress for men. High job demands, long hours, tight deadlines, and excessive workloads. Job insecurity, fear of redundancy or being unable to provide financially. Poor work-life balance, difficulty separating work responsibilities from personal life. Toxic workplace culture, exposure to bullying, lack of support or discrimination. Lack of autonomy, feeling micromanaged or powerless in decision-making. 2. Psychological impact. Depression. Chronic stress alters brain chemistry and hormone levels, e.g., cortisol, contributing to depression. Men may exhibit depression through irritability, anger, or risk-taking behavior, rather than sadness. It's often underdiagnosed in men due to reluctance to seek help or recognize symptoms. Anxiety disorders. Constant pressure to perform and fear of failure can lead to generalized anxiety or panic attacks. Anxiety in men can be masked as overworking or obsessive behavior. Burnout includes emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and a reduced sense of accomplishment. Men experiencing burnout may disengage from colleagues and family, further isolating themselves. 3. Behavioral and physical symptoms. Substance abuse. Men are more likely to self-medicate with alcohol, nicotine, or drugs to cope with stress. This can lead to dependency and compound mental health issues. Aggression and irritability. Stress may be externalized through anger, impacting relationships at home and at work. Workplace violence or conflicts may escalate when emotions are unmanaged. Physical decline. Stress can contribute to hypertension, cardiovascular disease, gastrointestinal issues, sleep disturbances. Men may ignore or downplay physical symptoms until they become serious. 4. Social and interpersonal effects. Withdrawal. Men may become emotionally distant from friends, partners, or children. Strained relationships, stress, irritability, or lack of communication can harm personal relationships. Loss of identity. Work often forms a core part of male identity. Failure or dissatisfaction can lead to existential distress. 5. Barriers to seeking help. Societal norms discourage men from expressing vulnerability or seeking psychological help. Mental health struggles are often perceived as a sign of weakness, lack of resources, or accessibility. Inflexible work schedules can make attending therapy difficult. Some men may lack awareness of mental health resources or feel they're not targeted toward men. 6. Long-term consequences. Chronic mental illness, unmanaged stress can evolve into long-term psychiatric conditions. Suicide risk. Men are at a higher risk of dying by suicide, often linked to untreated mental health issues and reluctance to seek help. Reduced quality of life. Work stress can diminish overall life satisfaction and reduce emotional and physical resilience. 7. Addressing the issue. Workplace interventions. Promoting a healthy work-life balance. Providing access to mental health support, EAPs. Web page situation. Creating a culture of openness around mental health. Training management to recognize signs of stress and intervene early. Individual strategies. Seeking professional support, therapy, counseling. Practicing stress reduction techniques, mindfulness, exercise, sleep hygiene. Reevaluating personal definitions of success and masculinity. Building support networks outside of work. The impact of work stress on men's mental health varies significantly across cultures, influenced by societal norms, economic conditions, workplace environments, and gender expectations. Here's a cross-cultural perspective on how men experience and manage work stress around the world. 1. Western cultures, e.g. United States, Canada, UK, Australia. Cultural expectations. Men are often expected to be stoic, independent, and high-achieving. Career success is closely tied to self-worth and identity. Workplace dynamics. High-pressure corporate environments. 2. East Asia, the e.g. South Korea, China, Kinshasa. Cultural expectations. Strong emphasis on collectivism, honor, and fulfilling societal roles. Men are expected to be providers, loyal employees, and emotionally restrained. Workplace dynamics. Salaryman culture in Japan and South Korea demands extreme dedication, often at the cost of personal well-being. Overtime is normalized, and taking mental health leave is stigmatized. Impact. High rates of overwork deaths, e.g. karoshi, in Japan. Mental health issues often remain hidden. Instead, physical symptoms, headaches, stomach issues, are used to express distress. Suicide rates among working men are among the highest globally. 3. South Asia, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. Cultural expectation. Patriarchal norms place immense pressure on men to be the sole breadwinners. Emotional expression is often discouraged in boys from a young age. Workplace dynamics. Job security is uncertain and competition is intense due to high population density and economic disparities. Long commutes, unstable employment, and underemployment are common stressors. Impact. Stress is often expressed through anger, aggression, or withdrawal. Many men do not seek professional help due to stigma and lack of awareness. Mental health literacy remains low, especially in rural areas. 4. Latin America, e.g. Brazil, Mexico, Argentina. Cultural expectations. The concept of machismo emphasizes strength, dominance, and emotional control. Men are often pressured to be protectors and providers for their families. Workplace dynamics. Economic instability, crime, and informal labor sectors contribute to chronic stress. Job insecurity and wage gaps are persistent problems. Impact. Depression and anxiety are often underdiagnosed in men. Alcohol abuse is a common coping mechanism. Many men avoid therapy due to cultural beliefs about masculinity and emotional toughness. 5. Middle East and North Africa, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran. Cultural expectation. Strong emphasis on male responsibility for financial and familial stability. Men are expected to exhibit stoicism, control, and leadership. Workplace dynamics. High youth unemployment and economic instability are major stressors. In some areas, political unrest adds another layer of anxiety. Impact. 6. Sub-Saharan Africa, e.g. Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa. Cultural expectations. Men are expected to be financially responsible for extended families. Emotional expression in men is often viewed as unmanly or inappropriate. Workplace dynamics. High unemployment, informal labor markets, and lack of workers' rights contribute to chronic stress. Economic disparities and political instability add layers of uncertainty. The impact. Men may internalize failure to provide as personal failure, leading to depression. Many use alcohol or other substances to cope. Mental health infrastructure is limited, and men are less likely to seek professional help. 7. Nordic countries, e.g. Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland. Cultural expectations. More egalitarian gender norms reduce some pressure on men to be sole providers. Emotional openness is more culturally acceptable. Workplace dynamics. Strong labor protections, generous parental leave, and work-life balance initiatives. Mental health support is more accessible and normalized. Impact. Lower stigma around mental health allows more men to seek help. Still, some men, especially in rural or conservative areas, struggle with expressing vulnerability. Suicide rates in some Nordic countries remain unexpectedly high, possibly linked to isolation and cultural reserve. Key takeaways: universality of stress. Men around the world experience work stress, but how they interpret, express, and address it depends on cultural context. Role of masculinity and norms. In nearly every culture, traditional masculinity discourages emotional expression, contributing to underreporting and undertreatment. Barriers to care. Stigma, lack of resources, cultural taboos, and economic pressures prevent many men from seeking or receiving help. Need for tailored solutions. Mental health interventions must consider cultural norms, language, and local beliefs to be effective. Conclusion. Work stress has profound implications for men's mental health. While the effects can be subtle or masked by societal norms, they are often serious and life-altering. Tackling this issue requires a multi-level approach, challenging gender stereotypes, promoting mental health literacy, creating supportive workplaces, and encouraging men to seek help without shame. Recognizing and addressing these pressures is crucial for preventing long-term harm and promoting well-being. Check out the links in the description for more information on this topic.